Hello everyone, welcome back to the ICU Video Productions Procast of the 27th Annual TOTEM Hoops Classic. This afternoon we'll see Sheppard facing Paul Kane to kick off the men's side of the bracket. My name's Connor Toffin. I'm joined by Andrew Botts on color commentary today. Andrew, first game in this tournament for both teams. We've seen the women's team couldn't take advantage of home court. What will the men's team have to do to avenge the women's loss?
Yeah, definitely a game early in the season. This should be a pretty even matchup as well. Both teams were in the same tournament last weekend and both finished around the same spot. They were like 5th to 7th range. I think both teams went 2-2 in that tournament. So we'll see what Shep's able to do at the start.
So we'll see Kevin Hessel taking the tip for Paul Kane against Felix Webb, who will win it for the Thunderbirds. As we get this thing kicked off here, Ben Riley will drive strong to start the game. Good make for Ben Riley to start the game for Shep. Paul Kane, you see the quickness here in their offense. That'll be Felix Webb driving early. Ben Riley coming down with the board. He's going to go strong in transition in the corner, finding a little bit of space is Connor Wanhella. Sorry, that was Tyven Hack. I might have the teams mixed up here. Ben Riley will kick it to the outside. Now into the corner is Tyven Hack. Hack moving it to the top for Rang Lual. Lual with the floater, not able to make it, but Lual coming down with his own board, picking up the second chance points.
Good start here for Shep. Early 4-0 lead. A couple of quick buckets.
Here's Phelan Baker now, bringing up the ball for Paul Kane in the corner. They're going to get it down low to Kevin Hessel.
Looks to be similar to the girls' game. Shep has come out man-to-man defense. Paul Kane in that 2-3 zone, trying to rotate around and clog up the paint a little bit against the Shep team.
5'6" guard Kevin Hessel will be inbounding for Paul Kane. They're going to get it into the low post for Kevin Hessel. He's a little taller. He's 6'7". Oh, deep three there for Baker. Nearly goes in. Abu coming down with the rebound. They'll get it to Lual. Now Ben Riley. They're going to get it back up to Lual. With some space was Hack, but they're going to move it around and get it back up to Lual. Good ball movement for Shep. Can't quite convert the open three.
Yeah, able to work the ball around against that 2-3 zone and get an open shot. Something that you need to knock down, as we talked about in the girls' game, against that 2-3 zone.
Rigardo with the crossover. Finds some open space right underneath the basket. He crossed up his defender there.
Yeah, really shifty move there. The quick crossover back to the left-hand side. Got Rang Lual off balance and able to attack the bucket.
Ben Riley, a good deflection there from Baker. It's going to be 16 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Thunderbirds. Early on in this game. Still 8 minutes to play in the first quarter in the corner. That was Hack staring down the rim. He's going to be pressured by Baker. They move it up to Lual. Down a little bit of an inside post position there. That was Webb, who couldn't quite find the bottom of the basket. It's going to stay Thunderbirds ball.
Another chance here to run their inbound set against this 2-3 zone. See what coach come up with. Well, good quick look
open.
Inside.
It was wide open. Was Abu right underneath the basket.
Nice little inbound set there to get the quick layup for Shep as they go up 6-2 here early in this game.
Driving the rim hard is Ryan Holmes for Paul Kane. Able to come up with the scoop layup. Here's Ben Riley, Lual. A little bit of an opening for Hack. Just moving it along the perimeter is the Thunderbirds. Shot fake by Abu doesn't fool the Paul Kane defense. Ben Riley's going to go to inbound the ball as we see Ruben Soibelman check in for his first action of the day. Hack with the shot fake. He drives, goes up with it. Can't quite come down, can't quite hit the shot rather. Now a battle for the rebound. Paul Kane comes up with it. Here's Vergardo. Going to move it inside, down to Hessel. Now outside, open shooter. Back to Vergardo. Tried to step back, loses control, and Soibelman takes it away. Here's Lual with it. Chance for the transition points. They're going to get it back up. Open shooter. He'll choose to drive now in the corner. That looks like it's Riley. A little too strong on the three.
Yeah, good look there in transition. Push the ball, cause that defense to collapse. Then they kick it out, extra pass for an open three.
Here's Holmes now. They're going to get it to, they fake to Vergardo, but they throw it away as they try to go to McKinnon.
Yeah, they're also looking to see if they can get the ball inside to Kevin Hessel. Looks like he'll have a bit of a size advantage in this game down low. Okay job by Sheppard to deny that pass.
Malika and Drew Olson are checking in for the Thunderbirds and Paul Kane respectively. We'll see Torangeau inbounding the ball for the Thunderbirds. Looks like he just checked in too. Soibelman, errant passes. They try to get it to Torangeau down low. Paul Kane with the quick inbounds play, looking to put pressure up court. That's Hessel, moving it outside, open shot. Holmes can't quite convert. Rebound picked up by the Thunderbirds. Calling for some movement on offense was Malika. They're going to get it down low, open, right underneath the basket. Soibelman picks up the and one.
Really good ball movement here by Shep. Ball goes side, top side. They get it to Ruben, and he finishes the and one.
Good choice to drive there for Soibelman, seeing the open spot inside, able to fill it, and he will convert the and one. Ross Shep takes a 9-4 lead. Here's Baker being guarded by Hack. In the corner now, Wanhela puts it on the floor. Baker turns it over. Hack comes up with the rebound, the Soibelman rather. Riley loses control in transition. We'll go back to Paul Kane.
Yeah, unforced turnover there in a 3-on-2 advantage. Just slipped through his hands, tried to do a little bit too much before he caught the ball.
Jack McKinnon. Paul Kane not able to get much going on offense so far. Hounding defense being played there by Moussa Malika. Tips the ball away. 15 seconds left on the shot clock now for Paul Kane.
Yeah, really good pressure defense, denying some passes, making it tough for Paul Kane to get started in their offense.
Paul Kane down low. Shooter gets doubled. It's going to force an errant pass there from Ryan Holmes.
I think they said the ball was tipped by
Yeah, it looks like
Shep.
it went off one of the two defenders on Ryan Holmes there. Went off a finger. So Paul Kane keeps possession with 10 seconds left on the shot clock now. The Thunderbirds being disruptive as possible. That's Wanhela. Moves it to Holmes. Holmes in the low post. Draws some contact. Foul called. Paul Kane going to go to the line for two. But the Thunderbirds defense that possession forced two different inbound plays. They are hounding them right now.
Yeah, they're all over him. Just good defense right till the end, but the last second, he just puts his arms down a little bit, and Paul Kane able to draw the foul.
Holmes misses the first free throw, coming up a little short. Halfway through the first quarter, pretty good pace to this game. Pretty good looking team so far, especially for being so early on in the season.
Yeah, there's been good flow to this game early on. Teams getting up and down the floor. Not as many turnovers as fouls as we saw in the first game.
Soibelman, they're going to move it to Hack. Good ball movement on the perimeter. Screen set for the Thunderbirds. They got a shooter in the corner, but instead Tourangeau went up with it. He picks up his own board, goes up with it again, and one! Tourangeau is pumped up.
Yeah, he's a high energy player, brings a lot of that heart, grit to the team, able to follow his own miss, get the and one putback. Good start for Shep here early against this zone, getting the ball inside, able to draw a couple fouls, get the and ones.
Not quite able to convert the and one as that one rims out. Phelan Baker bringing it up for Paul Kane, down 11-5 early here in this first game in the men's bracket of the tournament. Long one there attempted by Drew Olson, comes up missing everything. And an errant pass there as they try to find Tourangeau down low again. It's going to be Paul Kane with possession. This time Olsen will handle the ball coming up court. Looks like Shep playing a man-to-man defense to start this game. Paul Kane able to find a hole in the defense down low. They're going to get it up top. Had some space, and instead Carter Walter forces the shot late in the shot clock. Good defense there from Shep. In transition now, oh, nearly a travel there from Hack.
Yeah, he looked to lose control of the ball there kind of halfway as he was going into his layups. Did recover, and Shep will get the ball out of bounds.
Good job by Hack there just to stay focused and stay with it and give themselves a second life. Tourangeau open in the corner. Must not be a shooter. He must be more of a down low presence.
Yeah, he can definitely finish inside. He can shoot it a little bit, but definitely not a three-point sharpshooter at this point.
Tons of contact there drawn by Soibelman. Good pass there from Tourangeau.
Yeah, those two guys have been working well together down low against the zone, finding each other for a couple layups.
So tons of contact drawn there from Soibelman. Will make his first free throw. Shep has been, I don't want to say dominant early, but they've definitely left their mark here early in the first quarter.
Yeah, so they'll control the pace a little bit. It seems like they've been dictating on offense as well as on defense with what Paul Kane's able to do. We'll see if they can keep it up to close out this first quarter.
Drew Olsen, the grade 12er, goes in. And good defense there from Ross Shep. No foul on the play. He'll lose control as he's going up.
Yeah, as you mentioned the grade 12 there, I'm looking at this Shep lineup, and it's actually all grade 11s for Shep on the floor right now. They do have quite a few grade 11s on this team, and they got 5 of them out there right now.
That's Ben Riley with it. He gets doubled. Tourangeau. Moussa Malika gets it down low to Tourangeau. They kick it out to Riley. He's open. Closeout came too late. Ben Riley hits the three. Shep 16-5 lead. Oh, good transition here from Paul Kane. Olsen able to drive. Ooh, might have been better just to draw the foul. It'll go up again, and one for Drew Olsen. I questioned him there because you can see right here, if he might have just drove hard, I mean, it could have been a charge too, but.
Yeah, it looked like he had a bit of an advantage on the first one. Went up a little soft, but stuck with it. Got the ball back, and then was able to finish and get the foul. Unfortunately, not able to convert the free throw, but Paul Kane gets the ball back.
Yeah, tough break there on the rebound. Not able to box out the free throw shooter, something you always need to focus on.
Yeah, that's where that communication comes in. Who's going to box out who on a free throw attempt.
As Prince de Chavez bringing the pressure on the inbound, he'll come up with the steal. He moves it to Riley. Here's Riley in transition, draws the foul from Olsen.
Good headman by Prince there, as we see. Ben Riley attacking the rim, and Paul Kane, not much they can do there other than take a foul and try to slow him down and not give up the easy layup.
Good job to stay in front too to prevent it from being a clear path foul. As Drew Olsen hustling back on defense, that would be classified as a good foul there because he would have had an easy transition bucket for sure too.
Yeah, for sure. Just slow the game down, make him earn it at the line, but still a hard enough foul not to give up an and one. Don't really give him a shot at the basket.
Riley will miss the second, so Shep only comes up 1 for 2 at the line in that possession. Behind the back, Ryan Holmes draws the foul. It will be on the floor. He didn't go up for a shot there, so Paul Kane right underneath the hoop, looking to get a shooter open. They might have Holmes here in low post position. He goes up and above his defender, able to make the easy two. Malika with it. Malika staying with it, calls for the pick from his teammate, and there's a foul on the floor again. I believe this one's going to go to John Hessel.
And I think that put Shep into the bonus. That was their 5th foul on Paul Kane in the quarter. So it'll be Musa at the line for 2 shots.
Seen some aggressive defense here early on in this game. Quite a bit of fouling as we're just under 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Ross Shep right now doubling the Paul Kane Blues. As Mosa Malika goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, he's got really nice stroke from the free throw line. Really calm, consistent, very good free throw shooter for the Shep.
Pressure being brought there by Ben Riley on defense. Malika tried to pick up the steal. Here's Olsen with it. Malika switches. Oh, good defense there from Malika. And a dive for it. Good hustle defense. Olsen now, he's going to have a 2-on-3. Ooh, shooter kicked out to the corner. He had Carter Walter open. Tough find though when there's 3 defenders just surrounding you and building a wall around you, not really letting Walter see anything.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but if you can make that decision just a little bit sooner before the defense surrounds you,
Ooh.
as we see the wide open lay-in for Paul Kane off the inbound set.
Ryan Holmes easily. No defender within 10 feet of him there, but Ben Riley pulls up. 3 for Ben Riley. I'm getting the sense he can shoot it.
Yeah, Ben Riley, definitely a guy who's grade 11, played seniors last year, really worked on his jump shot to be able to be a really good distance shooter this year, as well as a guy that can still attack the rim and use his athleticism.
Open 3 here for Olsen, a little long. That's to Chavez coming down with the rebound. Malika going to kick it to Riley. Riley pulls up mid-range. Ooh, quite a bit of contact there, but no call.
Yeah, looked to be hit on the arm on that shot, which I think threw it off. I don't think he was trying to go backboard there.
Here's Olsen. Now down low, trying to drive past Ben Riley. Whistle on the floor.
Yeah, tough call there. Good attack. Trying to go baseline. Riley unable to move his feet in time and picks up the blocking foul. Shep's still only their 4th team foul of the quarter, so not in the bonus yet, so it won't cost them on that one.
Last time we seen a play down here, Paul Kane was easy to find. Well, found an easy 2 down low.
Looks like they had a guy open that time. They just missed him as he came to the basket, so I think it was the same play as last time.
That's for Dargo. Up top is Holmes. Holmes driving, draws some contact, no call again. Refs letting him play a little bit aggressive here on defense. Not that that would have been a hard foul by any means, but contact on almost everything right now as we see Lual go up with it. Can't quite make it, and Holmes is just going to lie there. He had no chance.
Yeah, you'd like to see him maybe try to kick it out, but it's tough because if you pivot while you're on the ground, move it all, they're going to call you for the travel. So he just takes the jump ball, and then next time possession, we'll go back to Paul Kane.
Open shooter in the corner. That's Hack missing. Inbound defense has been kind of soft like butter here for both teams early on. Maybe something to work on. We're still early in the year, going to be lots of time. Frantic scramble for the ball is going to end up in Paul Kane's hands, but they'll miss the layup. Hack stops up, slows it down on transition. He's got a shooter. Oh, but he's got someone even more open down low. Felix Webb.
Really good look by Hack there as he penetrated, drew that second defender to him, and then able to find Webb right under the basket.
Paul Kane driving and drawing the foul. Ryan Holmes, he's been all over the ball here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he had him. He was cutting him off to the baseline. Then he just leaned forward just a little bit, hit him with the belly, and that's where they got him on the foul.
Would have been a tough shot to make for Ryan Holmes, so tough shooting foul there for the Thunderbirds, but it'll make it a little easier if Ryan Holmes misses his second one and goes 0 for 2.
Yeah, and they'll 24 seconds left in the quarter, so Shep will basically be able to play for the last shot here. Unless Paul Kane gets the rebound.
So Paul Kane, shot clock nearly turned off. Holmes, oh, he misses long off the backboard. Shep might get last shot here. Hack with it. He's going to drive down to Luell, who goes up. Tipped. That was Josh Fraser of Paul Kane tipping that one. Now Fraser with it again. He'll drive. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Fraser. It's going to rim out. Ross Shep. Three-quarter court shot is going to fall short, but a good first quarter for Ross Shep, up 24-11. You're watching the ICU Video Productions Procast of the 27th Annual Totem Hoop Classic. We'll be back. We'll look through some replays here. You see good hustle defense there.
Yeah, that was awesome. Both guys just laying out, trying to do anything they can to get the ball back for the team. Good ball movement. This was the and one by Soibelman early in the game. That got Shep off to a good start. This was the and one by Turinjo as he got his own miss, put back, drew the foul.
We've seen some open shooters outside. Ben Riley was a big part of the first quarter there for the Ross Shep Thunderbirds. I see a lot of energy right now from the Thunderbirds is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, they're definitely playing hard offensively, defensively, attacking the rim, running in transition, trying to put as much pressure as possible on that Paul Kane D. As we see one of those really well drawn up inbound sets from Paul Kane, they've had some success, and as you mentioned, Shep's also had some success on the inbound plays. We'll see how teams adjust in the second quarter once they start to figure out what other teams do.
See all the shooters open there. There was someone inside, someone outside. They made him choose. Do you want a 2 or a 3?
Yeah.
So
and good choice there if you got the guy right under the basket.
Take the easy 2 every day.
Yeah, we'll take that open layup.
All right, so coming into the second quarter, Ross Shep leads Paul Kane 24-11. Paul Kane will get the first possession. And this seems like it's going to be a tough task for Paul Kane here. They seem outmatched so far. That was Josh Fraser missing the 3. DeChavez comes down with the board. Oh, and a travel there from DeChavez.
Yeah, I think he thought he was going to try to headman the ball to Webb there. Realized he was covered a little too late, and then took the extra step.
So Vergardo will look to make a play here for Paul Kane with only 11 points in that first quarter. Going strong up with it is Kevin Hessel. He'll draw the foul. We'll go to the line for 2.
Really nice play by Paul Kane here, driving in, forcing the help, and then dumping it off to the big man for a good look at the basket. Got fouled. Nice looking stroke from Hessel, knocks down the first one. Trying to go 2 for 2 here.
Down 12 already. Paul Kane can't afford to give up too much points. And rebounding off of the free throws has been a problem so far for Ross Shep as the 3's taken and missed by Ryan Holmes.
Yeah, second time already in this game. Coach Young's definitely want to clean that up for his team and just get those boards off the missed free throws and try to go in transition.
So a little bit of confusion as to who's going to inbound the ball here. They'll call back Abu to inbound it to Rang Luwal as Shep looks to extend their 12-point lead. DeChavez is going to get it stolen by Ryan Holmes. Vergardo with some pace is going to bring it up. He'll cross over his defender. Can't quite convert. There's Hessel down low, blocked. That was Connor Rashad with the block there. DeChavez behind the back, looking pretty fancy there. Luwal, they're going to move it to Hack. Back up to Luwal. They got an open shooter, DeChavez. Now a 2-on-1 fast break is going to go off the leg of a Ross Shep defender and out of bounds.
A little bit of a fortunate break there for Ross Shep, the 2-on-1. You'd like to definitely convert those in transition, but they get a break. It'll be a sideline out of bounds here for Paul Kane.
Paul Kane is going to move it to Ryan Holmes. He's been everywhere. Not that time, though. He'll throw the ball away and give up a free possession.
See a pretty good matchup. 2 big guys going at it down low between Connor Richaud and Kevin Hessel. Should be an interesting matchup for the rest of the game.
Here's Shep. Richaud, nothing giving here on the Paul Kane defense, but Richaud down low is going to miss his layup. Good defense there from Paul Kane. Richaud goes down in transition. Oh, but a huge block from Luwal. Not often you see a block on a jumper, and Luwal now throwing it off the foot of Thalen Baker.
Yeah, Rang Luwal able to use his long arms there to contest that jump shot and get a hand on this ball. Really good block, and then able to control it after as well and lead the break.
And a good read there. He knew he was going up with it there before I think the shooter knew. So here's Luwal again. You just seen him with the block. Under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 6, Luwal had to hoist one up. Nothing doing there on offense for Shep.
Yeah, since the start of this quarter, the first couple minutes, Paul Kane's defense has definitely been stifling Shep's offense. Not even really able to get a good look up to this point.
The ball going out of bounds. It'll be Thunderbirds' ball again. A slower start to the second quarter than what we've seen in most of the first. The defenses, you can see it looks like they're bringing the zone and lots of doubles here for Paul Kane. Wow, Ben Riley, he's got some hops too. Rochot down low. He'll miss the layup. Phelan Baker coming back with it, crosses over his defender. Oh, a good pass there to the corner as he was going up with it, but that's Jack McKinnon missing the shot. Transition chance for Ross Shepp. Obu is able to draw the foul down low.
Yeah, good run here in transition by Musa Malicha. Then the pitch ahead and almost finished that one as he was kind of sliding and getting fouled there. But yeah, you mentioned it before. Ben Riley has some serious hops, able to get way off the ground. Yeah, just really good jumper. Had a couple of nice dunks in Totem Hoop last year.
Hopefully we'll see some more today. I mean, I'm pretty neutral, but everyone loves dunks, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, there's not too many people are going to be upset by seeing some dunks, that's for sure.
All right, so Ross Shepp not able to convert either of the free throws. Phelan Baker pulls up from deep. Doesn't hit the rim. He catches it near half court. A scrambled possession here for Paul Kane. And the Thunderbirds, Ben Riley came up with it. Malika getting past his defender and gets fouled by Phelan Baker.
Musa grabbing his head. He might have got hit in the head on his way past. Oh yeah, on the downswing as he went to block the shot. Looks like he caught him on the forehead.
He'll get up and walk himself to the free throw line. He looks a little shaken up, but gives his thumbs up to the coach saying, I'm all right.
And do we have it must have been an unsportsmanlike fouls. We're going no
like
lineup here. So two shots and the ball back for Shep.
He'll make the first. Yeah, you kind of seen on that one, he kind of contact as he was driving across the neck, and then as he went up, the defender, and maybe that contact earlier kind of slowed him down a bit, and it just threw off the timing of the defender going for the block there, it looked like.
Yeah, because the defender tried to come down and reach up high for the block, but just missed it and got him in the head. Unfortunate foul, but
that's about as much contact as you'll see drawn. He took a clothesline and like a punch to the head or something. It was almost WWE down low. Here's Rochot. Ben Riley. Haven't seen him miss too many of those today, but he does there. Here's Luwal isoing his defender. Riley with it. He'll call from the screen from Rochot. Won't use it though. Riley goes up strong and gets up his own second chance points.
Really good a job of rejecting the ball screen there, reading his defender, and then able to finish on the first miss. Ooh, nice pull up.
A good pull up there by Phelan Baker, able to get past Riley, keep him behind him and go up for the shot and the make. Screen set for Ross Shepp. Luwal chooses to just pull up. It looked like he used the screen there, kind of just stopped his defender, slowed him down, and as soon as he had a little bit of space, he used it and was able to make the shot.
Yeah, really good read there. As the defender went under the screen, just pull up, make the shot. And it's kind of just a little interesting side matchup that I'm interested in watching. Connor Rochot and Kevin Hessel going at it down low. Kevin getting the better of him that time, able to draw the foul.
Pretty good defense from Rochot, but Hessel able to draw just enough contact to get the whistle. And we'll see here if he misses this. Defensive rebounding off of the free throws has been a problem so far for Ross Shepp. It's going to stay that way. That one goes off the fingertips of Rochot. And
yeah, that one they had pretty good position. It really was two Shepp guys kind of fighting over the ball, same team. Unable to come up with it cleanly though.
Paul Kane struggling so far early, and they're just going to throw that one away. A bit of a miscommunication there between Phelan Baker and Stefan Marino.
Yeah. Do we have a timeout on the floor here?
Timeout on the floor. 6 minutes left here to go in the second quarter, with Ross Shepp leading Paul Kane 29-14. So you'll see here Paul Kane. Oh, that's the big block from Luwal there.
This is the one we just saw here. Gets the second chance, able to put it back in.
It's good athletic play. He was able to compose himself and keep his balance to get the putback too.
Not sure who that one was, but that was a really nice pull up. Able to stop himself, get his balance. And then the one that you mentioned, guy goes under the screen. Open shot for Rangwall, a pretty good shooter.
This looks like a pretty multi-dimensional offense here for Ross Shepp. They've been able to shoot it so far. They've had good ball movements. They're using screens when they need to. I've seen a couple off-ball screens as well, so there's been some good off-ball movement from Shepp so far.
Yeah, it's good, versatility in their offense. Able to, kind of take what the defense gives them. Have a lot of different options going into it. Some of the ball screen stuff, couple pick and roll, some high-low action. And then, just the keys, giving space and moving the ball around to get open shots.
We haven't seen too much iso ball yet, and you normally don't in high school or even really college either. You don't see iso ball for a while, but we've seen Ben Riley kind of size up his defender and pull up in his face a couple of times as well.
Yeah, he's a guy with his shooting ability and athleticism that's able to kind of just take a guy one-on-one. If there's no help side around, he'll look to attack him.
Here he is now. He seems to be on that high wing most of the time too. Oh, they're going to go to Ben Riley. Oh, my goodness. Nearly a highlight play there for Riley. And Paul Kane, the Blues just kind of chuck it up. I think they were as shocked as we were. But did they draw that thing up there?
They must have just had that drawn up right out of the timeout there. A little handoff and a back screen. And the pass looked pretty close. You can feel the buzz in this gym. Everyone
wanted it.
Yeah. The home crowd was definitely hoping that one would go.
So we'll see what they can do to follow up that near highlight. This is Hassan Barr with the ball. Malika's going to drive, and oh my goodness, a good hop step around his defender to the right.
Really good 2-foot jump stop to get around him, get his balance, and really take up space for a little guy, really athletic down there in the paint.
Good defensive pressure being brought here by Hassan Barr. All over his man. They're going to get it down low to Hessel. Oh, that's a long-range three. Paul Kane's offense looking a little bit panicked here as they're starting to force up some shots. They're going to get it right back to Malika. And, into the hands and right out of the hands of Connor Rochot.
Yeah, tough turnover there, unforced. Nice finish there. Who was that?
A good finesse move down low there by Phelan Baker. Able to work around his defender and adjust his body in midair to make it an easy layup. Soibelman is going to move it to Hassan Barr. Back down to Soibelman. He's going to have the shot open. Defender Phelan Baker not able to rotate over quick enough.
Yeah, really good look there by Hassan Barr, able to dump it off to the roller.
And a foul is going to be committed by Connor Rochot as Kevin Hessel seems to be getting the better of that matchup down low right now.
Yeah, right now Kevin able to use his body pretty well. Connor going for the block at the last second. Kind of out of position, so tough spot to be in to come up with a block shot there.
So Paul Kane down 17 points right now. Going to have to come up with every free throw, make nearly every shot, force some turnovers. Ross Shepp right now seems to be the better team. And
yeah, Shepp's definitely been playing well at the start, making Paul Kane a little bit uncomfortable with their defense, but they got to keep it up for the second half here.
Here's Hassan Barr. He'll use the screen set by Soibelman. And they'll enter the incredibly high post there. Now a handoff. Shot fake gets the defender jumping. That's Felix Webb down low, finds an open shooter. They're going to swing it to Riley. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Riley step back, tipped by his defender. And it looks like, I don't know if they're calling a shot clock violation or out of bounds there. Either way, it's going to be the Paul Kane Blues ball.
Good defense there by Paul Kane, continuously closing out, putting pressure in the low post. Shepp unable to get a clean shot off there. Really good closeouts.
So here's Jack McKinnon being guarded by Malika. Now down low, a big bump there coming from Hassan Barr. Paul Kane going to go to the line.
Yeah, Hassan Barr just getting out of position behind the offensive player, and nothing he can do other than push him from behind, and that's going to be a foul every time.
So Ryan Holmes back into this game and back and making his mark on the offense. He's been one of a few very effective players so far for the Paul Kane Blues.
Yeah, Ryan has had a couple jump shots from the outside, layup or two inside, so he's definitely been contributing on the offensive end. And he makes the free throw here.
3 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the second quarter as we kick off the men's bracket of the 27th annual Totem Hoop Classic. Oh my goodness, Ben Riley just missed that. You could sense it coming. Like you could, oh, he had space, and that wasn't just a dunk. That would have been right through his defender.
Yeah, that was an aggressive take. You kind of had that sense once that lane opened up. He is a lefty, and he went left there, and he looked like he had all the room to throw it down. Unfortunately, the ball just rattled out.
The gym would have went crazy, but in the end, Shep gets the 5 fouls, which means that Phelan Baker is going to go to the line for 2, and if he can make both of these and they can close out the stronger, or this second quarter strong, Paul Kane's still going to be in this game. As much as they've been outplayed and as much as they've been outshot so far, they can stay in this thing.
Yeah, they're just hanging around. Like, you look at a play like that, it's a 4-point swing right there. You lose 2 on the dunk, and then you get 2 when you pick up the foul. So a couple plays like that, Paul Kane will be right back in this. Only down 12 with still some time left to go.
So here's Hack. Paul Kane's had a good couple defensive possessions here. Rube with it. Little jab step there. They'll get it up to Soibelman, who misses short. 3 minutes left. Paul Kane with a chance, if they make a 3, to cut it to a single-digit lead. They'll go to make it just a 10-point lead. He'll miss. Malika with the rebound. Rube, he cuts down low, finds the outside shooter. Up top, that's Felix Webb with the shot. He'll miss the 3. Soibelman comes up with the board and draws the foul.
Yeah, good offensive rebound by Ruben, fighting for a position inside. Holds the guy off. Just not quite enough on the shot to get it up and over the rim.
Could see that Ryan Holmes did have inside possession there, but just a strong move there from Soibelman. Drives through his defender and buys enough space to pick up that board as he makes the first rebound. The first free throw rather.
Might have been his first rebound too. Could have been.
So 2.5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Paul Kane going to need to close out the quarter strong to stay in this game. Phelan Baker with the step back mid-range jumper. Good defense there from Ross Shep. In transition, Felix Webb with taking the feed from Moussa Malika.
Yeah, really good push again, and then able to dump it off at the last second. Ooh, nice step back there. By number
Stefan
6.
Morano not quite able to convert. Screen use, Rube going behind the back. He's going to drive. You can see he looks like when he's driving, he's always looking for that shooter outside, and that time ball just gets deflected away.
Yeah, you'd like to see him maybe attack the score, and then once the defense collapses, then kick it out. But for right now, Shep's had some shooters open on the outside, so not a bad idea to look for a shooter.
The inbound play for the Thunderbirds.
Paul Kane plays 2-3 zone out of the baseline inbounds play, and they stay in it. They're in zone zone defense here.
It's the definition of a zone there for the Thunderbirds. Shot clock just barely enough time there.
Yeah, just able to get it off. I thought he was going to have to put it up a little bit sooner than that, but knew the shot clock, understood it, and able to get it off just before the buzzer.
It's Wanhella with it. They'll get it to Morano, the 6-foot-tall point guard. Back to Wanhella, drives it off his foot, but somehow keeps possession. The long 3 from Morano. And the make.
He's got a nice looking jump shot there. Sheppard runs it right back at Paul Kane in transition.
Yeah, that's good tempo there for Shep as Soibelman's going to get fouled and go to the line.
Yeah, he's been to the line a few times today, just continually going hard. Able to draw it there again, not quite able to finish it.
A minute, 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Soibelman going to the line again. He'll go 1 for 2. .16-point lead here for Ross Shep. Drew Olson has checked back into the game. He'll have it now, and we have a whistle on the floor.
I think it might have been an issue with the game clock. I think they didn't start it when the ball was inbound. So now they're just going to run the game clock down a little bit.
Unfortunate there, though, for Olson. It looked like he had some space, so...
Yeah, unlucky time for that whistle. It looked like he was had his man beat. He was attacking inside the key, and then the whistle went right as he got there.
If there's such a thing as home court, I think we just saw it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
So there will be 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Olson going to look to do the same. This time no space, but he'll find Carter Walter open. He'll miss his shot. Rube is going to move it up. A good pass there to Malika. And that's pretty much a touch pass there to Felix Webb.
Yeah, really athletic play there to jump up, catch it, and just tap it over to Felix. Oh, nice pass there.
Good pass from Ryan Holmes. Found Connor Wanhella down low. Now a race for the ball. Hack's going to pick it up. And just kind of runs out of space there as he had to reach back to try and make that layup. And did he go out of bounds there? I think we're going to get Thunderbird ball again.
Yeah, good try there by Ty Hack, unable to finish. And then Paul Kane looking to run the other way, unfortunately just out of bounds, as they looked like they might have had a fast break opportunity.
So we'll see Ross Shepp looking to extend on their 18-point lead. Here's Felix Webb with the drive, and a good play there by Olson. He kind of grabbed the ball as he went up for the shot. You'll see it here, number 1 on Paul Kane. You see he goes up. He almost gets the ball up, but instead the foul is going to be committed. So we'll see Felix Webb go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Shepp's been able to control a little bit of this game, but I think it does feel like they're up by a little bit more. Paul Kane's been able to hang around for the most part in the second quarter. Second quarter's been pretty even overall.
So Webb's going to go for 2, and nearly coming down with the board there is Soibelman, but it'll be thrown out of bounds. Shot clock off. 14.5 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Shepp picking up full court. Just doesn't want to give Paul Kane an easy shot here. But
They
they're going
might
to
get one, though. If it doesn't get tipped away, that's Wanhella. 10 seconds left. Wanhella turns. Oh! Wanhella with the turnaround jumper. I'm not sure if he didn't think he had less time on the shot clock. Oh, nearly a make there from Felix Webb to close out a strong first half here for the Ross Shepp Thunderbirds. They lead the game 42-26. You're watching an ICU video production procast of the 27th annual Totem Hoops Classic. And that was a strong first half there, Andrew.
Yeah, good first half, especially the first quarter. Shepp really got out to a hot start, made a couple threes, and then more in the second quarter was transition. But Paul Kane able to have a more efficient shooting second quarter, and keep the game somewhat close. I think Shepp was up about 16 after the first quarter, now up to about 20.
All right, so we'll be back in just under 10 minutes to continue with the great first half for Ross Shepp. We'll see if they can follow it up. 20 more minutes to play in this one. Back everyone, this is an ICU Video Productions Procast of the 27th Annual Totem Hoop Classic. Ben Riley made a big mark on this first half of the game here.
Yeah, I definitely thought he was going to be able to throw down that second dunk. The first one was a pretty good lob, unable to finish that one. The second one he should have had for sure, just rimmed out on him.
Paul Kane there able to get a little bit of offense, but overall not enough consistency. They are down 42-26 right now, still in this thing, but
yeah, they'd like to clean up their offense, maybe get a little bit better looks. They've been getting some good quality, but not quite enough to be able to get right back in this game. But in the second half, they'll definitely be looking to do that. Nice pass there by Hassan Barr on the roll.
That's Felix Webb there, making the jumper in the first half, or the layup rather. I think if Paul Kane doesn't stay in this game enough, or stays in the game enough to keep a lot of the starters on Sheppard, I can feel a big Ben Riley dunk coming down at some point in this half, because he's going to be searching for it. He's missed two. Paul Kane's going to start off with possession here. Ryan Holmes with it in the corner, gets it deflected away from Felix Webb. Here's Riley, being guarded by Jack McKinnon. They're going to get it to Luau, down low. That was Felix Webb missing the shot. Webb picking up his own garbage, can't finish the second one either. Ryan Holmes, a fast break opportunity here for the for the Blues. That was Phelan Baker missing the transition three. Had an opportunity to drive there, but chose to pull up. Ooh, and that's Ty Hack losing the handle there. Going to give it back to the Blues.
Yeah, Roca, Phelan Baker definitely had some good opportunities, and he's not afraid to shoot. He's had some good looks at it. They'll need him to knock down some of these open shots that he's had, especially from the perimeter, just to loosen up the Shep defense and get Paul Kane back in this third quarter.
Vergardo's going to move it to Holmes down low, who's guarded by Riley. Riley, a wall right now. Holmes trying anything to get down low. Tons of contacts. Holmes rather, is down, slow to get up, grabbing his left arm. He'll get back up and try to get back on transition defenses. Vergardo takes it away from the Thunderbirds. He'll hesitate and then he'll drive and kick it to Phelan Baker, who pulls, and oh, that went 3/4 of the way down. Just not as much as he needed it to, except Kevin Hessel is going to clean up, pick up the second chance points.
Yeah,
for
way
the
to
Blues.
stick with it there, get that second chance opportunity. Paul Kane coming out again in that 2-3 zone defense, and two unforced turnovers in a row by Shep. Just unable to come up with a clean catch to get into that offense, as Paul Kane looks to make a run here early in the third quarter and keep the pressure on.
Coaches from Shep right now just pleading it with them to settle down, because they came into this half with a 16-point lead. Now they're at 14. They just need to play a steady game to close this thing out. Good defense down low by Soibelman, but it'll be all for naught. The Blues pick up the rebound off the block and make the shot. That's Lual with it. Get it to Ty Hack. Hack drives. And around the world about 3 times. Finally falls.
Good little English on that shot off the backboard, able to roll it in, stay under control. It looked like he got bumped a little bit, but not enough to draw the foul.
Drive there from Phelan Baker. He'll miss the layup. Long pass there to Hack. Here's Lual. He'll stare down the rim and put it on the floor. Riley, some quick ball movement here. That's going to leave Soibelman open.
That was a good look there in the high post for Shep. Wide open shot. You got to be able to knock that one down. Kevin Hessel down low now, looking to use his mismatch. And he goes to work against Zarek.
Not much of a chance there for Tourangeau. 6'7" on 6'1". You'll take that height advantage if you're Paul Kane any day, and it looks we're going to get a kickball violation here. It's going to stay Shep ball. I thought that actually went off of a Thunderbird foot there, but I probably saw it wrong. So now they'll get it back up to Lual. Really quick ball movement here. They not dribbling too much right now, not putting it on the floor. Quick ball movement. Riley in the corner. Down to Tourangeau. Back to Riley. Oh, we haven't seen him do that much. He'll miss everything. Lual down low. Riley coming up with the rebound. And finally, Hessel picks it up for the Blues.
Good Paul Kane defense. They're able to rotate, find shooters, not give them an open shot.
Tight walking the line there is Phelan Baker, able to find just enough space along the baseline to get past the defense of the Thunderbirds.
Paul Kane here with a really good start to the third quarter, able to force some turnovers.
Here's another one, Vergardo, oh, and a block by Lual. Vergardo gonna save it, oh. Unfortunate whistle here, I think, for Paul Kane. They're gonna call Vergardo out of bounds. He was trying to keep that right foot up as long as he could, but just as he was about to save it, it hits the ground. Refs blow the whistle. Good
hustle by Rang Lual to get back there after he turned over the ball, able to get a piece. I believe that's actually a second shot block of the game for the point guard.
They try to get it to Durangeau, and yet another turnover here for Ross Sheppard. Rough start for them. A three is taken by Jack McKinnon that just misses. That would have cut the lead to only 7 for Shep.
Yeah, that could have been a big shot there, really a momentum changer.
Is Malika, they try to get it down to Turangeau. The ball was bouncing around a little bit, but he's able to corral it and make the 2.
Yeah, good look there by Malika, able to find Turangeau down low and off the backboard, which coaches always like to see.
Hessel, the big man, takes the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a pretty good stroke, though, for a big guy.
Olsen now, they'll get it to Riley. Oh, maybe he's missed a couple three-pointers. He was taking those earlier in the game, and see him not taking that there. However, Malika does, but misses as they try to get it to Riley on the outside, and it gets deflected out of bounds by Phelan Baker.
Shep inbounds the ball here, still trying to work against this 2-3 zone. They've been able to get the ball to the high post, but then they haven't been able to get any good action from there that's turned into buckets. Couple open shots and some passes to the low post, but right now Paul Kane's just kind of giving them that high post look. Shep unable to convert.
So now Paul Kane comes down with the offensive rebound. Pulling up is Phelan Baker, making the 3. Single-digit lead only for Shep now. This does not look like the same team here.
No, definitely a tale of two halves.
Oh
Another
my
turnover
goodness.
by Shep.
Aaron passes. They were trying to find Soibelman. Now Paul Kane's going to have a transition chance. That's Drew Olsen in the corner. Could have cut the lead to 4. A good shot there for Paul Kane. Oh my goodness. Quick fast break opportunity there for Malika, misses. We're going to see John Hessel checking in, but not before a timeout. I was going to say, would expect a timeout from Ross Shep here coming soon with all the momentum for Paul Kane to start this third quarter.
Yeah, they definitely needed a timeout here just to settle down a little bit, get refocused, get back in the game. Paul Kane actually had 2 other wide open threes. If they had knocked either one or both those down, could have been a very tight game right here. So coach is just going to get them to settle down, try to get back to playing their game, what they had much more success with in the first half.
Paul Kane looked like they were getting outmatched in the first half by almost every player on Ross Shep. It doesn't look like that right now. Paul Kane has been fighting on defense to get back in this game. What's gone wrong here for Ross Shep? Because they had a huge lead coming into the third quarter.
I think Paul Kane just played with a little bit more composure, maybe gotten used to the pace of the game a little bit, able to just not force as many shots, take care of the ball, and been getting better looks. And then defensively, been able to get some stops, which has led to their transition offense. They've been shooting actually quite a few threes in transition, which is a good open 3.
Yeah, it's definitely been a tale of the defense here for Paul Kane. They've been getting it done on offense, but it's all started with those stops on defense, creating turnovers and getting easy looks at the rim.
Yeah, I think they've outscored Shep 17-6 in this. As they go for the steal, that might have been off Paul Kane. No, they're going to give it back to him. I thought it was off their leg.
I thought it was off Paul Kane there at the end, but kind of a tough angle for the. It was.
Yeah, they
okay.
did give it to Paul Kane. Yeah.
Thought I saw him pointing the other way there, but it will go Ross Shep's way. A good call. Neither official was really in position, but they saw it.
Yeah.
So we'll see the inbound go to Malika. Rang Lual. They're just going to give it back and forth. Oh, he was open. That was Soibelman. Oh, good hustle from Riley. Watch out. This is where he's dangerous. We've seen it in the first half.
Ben Riley,
every time he's in transition, you can just feel it.
Able to make a good play in transition as he came off the bench there and get a much-needed bucket for Shep.
Phelan Baker, nothing doing. He'll hand it off to Hessel. In the corner, McKinnon back up to Olsen. Good defensive possession there for Ross Shepp.
Yeah, not much of a look there for Paul Kane throughout that possession. Is they able to force a turnover with just 2 seconds on the shot clock, as Paul Kane knew they had to get it up right away.
So Ross Shepp looking to extend on their 11-point lead. Interesting. We've seen them just kind of swing the ball along the perimeter and try to find open shooters. That time Tourangeau misses the layup.
Yeah, that was the best look Shepp's actually had in a while in the half-court offense, as Tourangeau unable to get the left-handed layup. Now
Ben Riley all over the ball handler there.
Yeah, he's a very elite athlete. Good play by Abu to step around. Unable to save it, unfortunately.
Tried to throw it off of a Blues player, and Kevin Hessel ends up picking it up and scoring it on his own there.
Really good use of his body to kind of angle the defender out of the way, and then able to step around him.
Tourangeau, he's going to go against Hessel in the post. He's not quite going to enter it. He's going to pull up before, but he's going to fall short.
Shepp's really not been finding the high post, but hasn't really been able to have much success scoring out of the high post yet. And if Paul Kane can, oh, good hustle by Abu. If Paul Kane's going to look to attack this zone, they're going to need some production out of their high post.
That's Hack that pulls up. Contact drawn, looking for the foul. No call. Tourangeau down low. That time looked like all ball. Oh, and Hessel's just going to give it straight to Ben Riley, who tries to Euro step around Hessel. That could have been an and one. Whistle not quite going in Shepp's favor right now, but either way, they scored 2 points.
Only really Shepp's 2 buckets here in the last few minutes have been off Ben Riley. Steals in the backcourt, able to get a layup, and then they can force another turnover.
Travel there by Phelan Baker as he left the ground and came back down with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, knew it immediately. As soon as he landed, he just dropped the ball. Yeah, you guys got me. It was a travel.
Good time out there by head coach. It doesn't say his first name, just says Youngs.
Dave Youngs. Dave Youngs, yeah. Yeah, able to kind of stem the Paul Kane tide. I don't think they've scored since that timeout.
Yeah, they've been able to kind of calm down. Ross Shepp has been able to. And here's Hack on the outside as they get some off-ball movement. They're going to enter it down low to Abu in the high post. Here's Hack again. He's got shooters on the perimeter as the shot clock running out. Big three there for Malicha to take control back for Shepp.
Yeah, that was a big shot there.
Paul Kane looking to play quick. Oh my goodness, Malicha tried to come up with a huge block. Left the ground a little early. Walter's going to go to the line as he picks up.
Little confusion there by Shepp. Paul Kane taking advantage of Shepp not knowing who each guy was covering, and they had a guy just under the basket. Good heads-up play by the point guard to throw it ahead to him.
Carter Walter successful on the first free throw.
Yeah, not a ton of free throws in this game, but mostly they've been knocked down. Of course, there's a jinx them there. Always happens.
You're from Ross Shepp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you teach, so you got to try.
Yeah.
As Lual hits the bottom of the backboard. Phelan Baker, he's got 2 Shepp defenders. One's going to sag off. That was Malicha sagging off. He'll pick up a man. Quick ball movement here from the Blues. They can barely keep up, but in the end, Carter Walter ends up throwing it away as he tries to find Phelan Baker.
Yeah, Paul Kane really pushing the ball, attacking hard, looking for an advantage. That time, Shepp able to keep them in front of them. But Paul Kane definitely been able to get some good opportunities in this third quarter.
Riley uses the screen from Abu and gets it to Hack. He'll hand it off to Malicha, and there's a foul on the floor. Kind of interesting, on that last Paul Kane possession, we've seen both teams this game kind of just throw it away a lot. Is that because of the defensive pressure? Is it because it's early on in the year? Is that something that's going to be figured out?
I think it's mostly early season. There's been some defensive pressure, but some of these turnovers we've seen have just been careless turnovers, not knowing when a guy's going to cut, just not used to playing with each other. I think some of those will just clean themselves up really as the season goes on.
Abu made that last bucket for the Thunderbirds.
But you see Paul Kane playing with a little bit more energy in the third quarter, even off a made basket, looking to run down the floor.
We're going to get an off-ball foul there on the inbound play from the Thunderbirds. It looks like Paul Kane is playing with much more confidence in this second half. So they're down 15 to a good Ross Shep team. But you know what? If you're Paul Kane, even if you can come back and make this a game, that would have to be a moral win early on in this year.
Yeah, you would think for the coach, especially after how they played in the first half, to just know that you can play with some of the better teams in the city, and you know that when and as a coach, you can make an adjustment at halftime, and the team comes out and does it. That's always good.
Phelan Baker with the head fake. Draws his defender. They're going to swing it to Olsen on the outside. He takes a dribble, steps back, and misses. Ty Hack with the rebound. Under a minute left to play here in the third quarter. Ben Riley able to corral the errant basketball. Abu in the high post. He's going to put it on the floor. Draws a ton of contact. No call. I believe it was all ball, though. Good defensive play there as Phelan Baker. Oh, my goodness. He pulled up from NBA range to make that one.
That was a very tough shot going right, pulling up from deep, but he's obviously confident with his shot. He's hit a couple threes now in the second half, and that's helped Paul Kane keep the score a little bit closer.
So only a 12-point lead for Ross Shep. Looks like they're kind of killing the clock here a little bit. Shot clock is still on. A 3-second difference as there's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. There's Ben Riley, and he's going to throw it off the legs of Malicha.
Yeah, not a good last possession there offensively. Not able to get the ball inside. Just kind of throwing the ball around.
Blues are going to have one last chance as Matthew Watson checks in for the Thunderbirds for the first time today. Possibly just a defensive replacement. 6 seconds left in this third quarter. Paul Kane with a chance to cut it to single digits. Down 12 right now. I don't think they'd have time to get it up and shoot it two. Paul Kane, 3 seconds left. Chucks up the shot, and it's deflected off of Abu's hand. Good defense there for Shep to end the quarter.
Yeah, good quarter by Paul Kane to kind of cut this lead in about half and give themselves a chance going into the fourth quarter. Right, if you can get it close to single digits going into the fourth, then you know you got a chance. A couple possessions either way, and you'll be there at the end of the game.
And in the end, they missed a couple open threes too. They've been getting looks all quarter long.
Yeah, they definitely competed in that third quarter. At times, definitely outplaying Shep, able to go on some runs. And they're switching back between man and 2-3 zone defenses, caused Shep some problems offensively.
Can see Hessel down low using all of his 6'7" frame for a lot of that quarter. He was able to score a whole bunch for Paul Kane, one of the main reasons they could come back in this game.
Yeah, he's definitely an offensive force down low. Really good at using his body to keep defenders away from him, protecting the ball as he goes up and finishes.
That was that tightrope play right along the baseline. Lots of good buckets from Paul Kane. Their offense looked one-dimensional in the first half. The second half, they opened it up outside a little more. They were slashing a little better, getting into that low post. Yeah, it just looked like a different team.
Yeah, I think part of it was just that little bit composure we talked about, but then also knocking down some outside shots. I think gave them more space on the inside for Kevin to go to work, and there wasn't as much traffic around him. So yeah, kind of having both options really spread out the Shep defense and gave Paul Kane really good looks.
A couple deep threes there made that quarter. One just came from Malicha, as you saw there. And we're going to get going here in the fourth quarter as we start off with Malicha getting the ball along with Riley playing some two-man. 55-43 is our score right now. Paul Kane just staying in this game in the third quarter. They're going to move it to Ben Riley. They're going to double Ben Riley right away. That means there's a shooter somewhere. Malicha not able to convert the layup there. Good contest there from Paul Kane. If Paul Kane's going to double, they're going to leave it the shooter open every time. It's on Ross Shep to be able to find it. That was Phelan Baker missing his mid-range jumper. A little bit of hesitation there from Malicha. Looked like he wanted to shoot.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pull it up there, maybe draw it out, try to work through the offense and get a better shot here. So far, Paul Kane doing a good job of keeping Shep to the outside. Is that what I thought went out of bounds, hit on top of the backboard, but ref didn't blow it down, no difference. Paul Kane grabs the ball and goes the other way.
That was Hack missing the shot. Hessel down low. That's going to be Paul Kane ball, I believe. I thought that went off of Hessel's hand there as he tried to pull down his own rebound.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it went off Hessel, but they're giving the ball back to Paul Kane. See what Paul Kane has drawn up for the inbounds play here. A little bit of a push off.
Yeah, Boo goes to the ground. Chavez is checked in for the Thunderbirds. You've seen him defending the inbound pass. Phelan Baker is going to get it to Hessel. They'll get it back up to Phelan Baker. Fading three. Oh, what a make for Phelan Baker.
Wow, he's really carried this Paul Kane offense in the second half. That was a tough shot on the catch, fadeaway. Able to get the friendly roll off the rim.
Ben Riley's going to try to get it down to Matthew Watson, but Paul Kane ends up coming up with the steal, but Abu down low, picking up the loose ball and converting the two.
Good hustle there by Ben Riley just to get on the floor, sometimes to make it a little more chaotic, and then Abu able to come up with the ball and finish it off the glass inside against a much bigger Kevin.
Hessel sets the pick for Phelan Baker, but it gets caught up in the legs of Hack. So now Abu's going to take it up for the Thunderbirds. Ben Riley's impact in the second half, we've seen him a bunch in the first. Really nobody, though, on Ross Shepp able to make a huge impact in this second half.
Yeah, Paul Kane's defense has really been able to limit what Shepp's been able to create on the offensive end.
That's Carter Walter in the corner, faking out his defender, going up with the finger roll.
Yeah, nice little runner there on the baseline, able to get the soft touch to go through.
Shepp needs to get something going on offense. Only a single-digit lead now. They've been winning all this game, but here's Hack. That'll do it.
Finally able to get something out of the high post, a kick out for an open shot that they're able to knock down. They're going to need a little bit more of that as Paul Kane has really packed the paint and made it tough on Shepp to score inside.
Here's Phelan Baker handing it off to John Hessel, to his brother Kevin Hessel. We're going to see a foul on the shot here.
I think that was number 2, Matt Watson, kind of the guy you mentioned, probably a defensive sub. He's a multi-sport athlete. Basketball's not his first sport, but he definitely he's extremely fast and can use that quickness on the defensive end.
6'1", grade 12 forward. Hessel able to make the first free throw. Chance to cut the deficit to only 10. Won't be able to do it. That's a much better rebound off of the free throw than we've seen in a lot of that first half as Soibelman came down with it. Now we'll see Hack open. He just made one. Makes a second in a row. 6 straight points for Ty Hack.
Yeah, those are some 2 big buckets there. Back-to-back possessions for Ty. Good passes out of the high post and then able to knock it down, which Shepp's going to have to do, like I said, against this zone. Hopefully either now Paul Kane will have to switch into a man to get some more pressure on the wing, or they'll cheat out and you'll be able to get the ball inside for some layups.
Seen some buckets going both ways, but there's the first Hack 3.
Then the second one right here out of the high post. No
That's
real
good ball movement.
Yeah, no real closeout. No one close enough. Finds the open guy, and back-to-back threes for Hack.
So just as it looked like Paul Kane might have been coming back in this game, they cut the lead down to only 8, and momentum was going all their way. Ty Hack makes 2 big threes, only 1 free throw made in between by Kevin Hessel, so a short little 6-1 run here for the Ross Shepp Thunderbirds. They'll take control of this game again.
Yeah, definitely sometimes basketball can be an interesting game. You can have the same look 5 times in a row, but if you make 5 or miss 5, it can totally impact the outcome of the game, even though you're getting the same quality of look. Just getting a couple stops or a couple buckets in a row can turn the game around either way.
It's one of those sports where good offense will almost every time beat good defense, because you can do whatever you want, but if the guy makes the shot, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that can sometimes be very good and frustrating about basketball.
Yeah.
As you play the best defense, you think he has no chance, and then he still puts it in, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Phelan Baker, he's been very good in the second half. There's a large reason why Paul Kane's even in this game. Baker's going to get it to Josh Fraser. Haven't seen too much of him today. He's going to be fouled by Prince de Chavez.
Yeah, Prince just reaching in with his hands there. He needs to keep moving his feet, try to cut the guy off, not pick up the cheap foul. Although neither team really in foul trouble in this quarter, just 1 against each team. 3 and a quarter minutes into this quarter.
Phelan Baker inbounding. Hack guarding the inbound. Paul Kane, they're going to use a high pick.
Good hands there.
Yeah, good hands. They tried to get it down to Hessel, but Hack ends up picking it up. De Chavez drives the baseline. They're going to call a push here. It should be on Paul Kane, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. Just
foul's going to be on the floor. So no free throws, but an inbound here for DeChavez. Oh, they had Hack open in the corner for a second, but they passed it just before. Phelan Baker crosses his defender and a floater.
He's really been feeling it in this second half. Probably got 16 or 18 in the second half alone.
There's Lual, now Hack. A little bit of space, they'll go back to Lual. Hack open, three. A little too strong. DeChavez can't quite pull down the rebound. Phelan Baker in transition. He'll get it to Josh Fraser. I'll give it just back to Phelan Baker, might as well, he's been good. John Hessel, down low, oh, nearly an and one. That was a dangerous play there for Ross Shepp. 3 points would have brought the lead back to only 9.
Yeah, good little pushback after those 2 threes by Shepp against their zone. Paul Kane able to get a bucket, and now some free throws here to tighten this game back up. Kind of like we saw in the girls' game. Like Edmonton Christian was in control the whole time. Shepp was able to get it close, and Edmonton Christian would, open the lead up back up again. Then ultimately, kind of open the lead up again right at the end of the game. So we'll see if Paul Kane's able to tighten this one up and get a close finish here as we come to the end of the fourth.
Yeah, Shepp's been in control, but really Paul Kane is one big run away from winning this game still, which, as it seems to be that they're the underdog team here, especially after that first half, you'll take that all day. Down low, oh, getting 2 defenders to jump is Felix Webb. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Really good patience here by Felix after he catches it, knows that he's in traffic. Really good shot fake, and then draws the foul, which was probably about the best he could do in that situation.
I think the foul actually came from Ben Gill there behind him. It looked like he reached over his left hand trying to get the ball. He saw his 2 defenders jumped early and had to try and make a play.
Yeah, it was a good job getting the defense to commit and then making a read after that.
Ross Shepp, home rim bounce, gets their 65th point of the game. Paul Kane sitting at 53. They've got some work to do. They've been drawing closer and closer, and then just as they look like they're about to make a run, Ross Shepp has been taking control back. Here's Ben Gill driving, good defense from Riley. Oh, and a good tip there from Tourangeau. Here's Lual in transition, gets bumped by a defender. No call. Oh, a 4. Oh, it's going to be a breakaway shot here for Hessel. He's going to miss. Good transition defense there from Malicha. Now the 3 from Phelan Baker misses. Another offensive rebound here. That was Josh Fraser coming down with it. He's going to ISO up on his defender and then give it to Carter Walter. Down low to Hessel. He gets his defender to jump and 1.
Really good seal there by Hessel, able to hold Soywood off on the high side and then spin around, little shot fake, and gets the pretty easy and 1 finish. Paul Kane looking to bring this back into single digits here, just under 5 minutes to go.
Big free throws here for Paul Kane. Can't afford to be giving up any more points because they're down 10 with under 5 minutes left, and it's going to take everything for them to come back and win here. Looks like they're going to have Ben Riley open. He's going to give it back to Malicha. Now down low, the pass fake. Nothing doing. Offensive rebound, contact, no whistle. Phelan Baker's going to have a chance to make it single digits. This 9-10 point deficit seems to be a wall for Paul Kane, though. They haven't been able to bring it much closer than that. Phelan Baker in the corner, makes it.
That's maybe the one they were looking for to get this game a little bit closer, bring them within 7. Phelan Baker been really carrying this team offensively, and Paul Kane's defense has stepped up. Shepp's not really getting any quality looks.
Malicha, he's going to miss. Mishandled by the Blues in transition, but that was Josh Fraser. He just kind of saw that he had some space and he decided to shoot it right away. Didn't look like he had a full handle on it. Malicha's going to get it up to Lual. Here's Ben Riley, back to Lual. They doubled Ben Riley. It's going to leave Malicha open. Defender rotates over. Riley's open again for 3. That one off the backboard a little long. So 3.5 minutes left. Paul Kane only down 7 with the ball. Here's Ben Gill. Oh, stolen away Ben Riley in transition. It's a 3-on-2. Malicha with the and one.
Well, that might be the one. Shep needed to just give them some breathing space and kind of stem this Paul Kane run that they've been going on the last few minutes. Not a great foul there, as Musa already had the lay-in and then kind of hit him after the shot. Would have been better off probably just to let him go and try to keep going.
Paul Kane starting to run out of time. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in this game. Shep looking to take a 10-point lead here off the Malicha free throw. It's not that Paul Kane doesn't have the firepower to come back. They've been making threes, especially Phelan Baker, who's going to hand the ball off now to Jack McKinnon, and that's for Gardo. Misses the shot a little too strong, goes off the back rim. Expect Paul Kane to keep some quicker possessions like that. They can't afford to take too much time. Shep, meanwhile, the clock is their friend. 10 seconds left on the shot clock now. Here's Ben Riley. He's going to ice over Gardo. Step back behind the back. Three. Misses to the left, but they come down with the rebound. Shot clock resets to 24 seconds. Thunderbirds, that's a very important offensive rebound there if you're them. Here's Hack with it. Malicha, Riley, 10 seconds left on the shot clock again. Riley drives, goes up with it, and that might be the icing on the cake. That's just what the Thunderbirds needed.
Yeah, huge possession there. Able to take a lot of time off the shot clock with the offensive rebound and still end up with two.
Phelan Baker was going to pull up and take a three, but he couldn't quite control it. Now here's Malicha, blocked. But it looks like they're going to call a foul on Phelan Baker. Let's see here.
A little bit of extracurriculars here after the whistle. The guys were jawing back and forth. I think he was telling them that he blocked them, basically. Shep's looking for goaltending calls. They think the ball hit the backboard before he blocked. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
It, if anything, on the replay there, it didn't look like a foul. Yeah. It could have been a goaltend. Very tough call there for the ref. Everything was happening so quickly. I think in the end, 2 free throws for Shep. He's going to miss one. I think it's working out for the basketball gods here a little bit.
Yeah, usually how it goes. Everything balances out.
So Malicha goes 1 for 2. Ross Shep lead is 13. Another turnover. Paul Kane offense had to get a little desperate. And here's Ben Riley. Oh, he's going to pass it instead to Malicha. He was a freight train there going against the Blues. But here's for Gardo. They're going to move it up. Here's an open 3. They're going to need a lot of these and a lot of makes, which they won't get there from Stefan Morano.
Yeah, now Shep probably just looked to run the clock a little bit, up 15. Don't need to force anything. Be smart with the ball.
You can see Ben Riley had a little bit of space there, but instead he's going to look to run a play. Now he'll pull up for mid-range, low arcing jump shot's going to hit the front of the rim. Stefan Morano, 1.5 minutes. Paul Kane's going to need almost everything to break their way. I think Morano's out there for, I think we're going to see a backcourt here, yep.
Yeah. Tough play there for Paul Kane. I think they were looking for Phelan Baker there to come off a screen maybe, or come curl around for an open shot, because he's been hitting a lot of outside shots for them, but unable to find them there.
Interesting here too, Kevin Hessel hasn't been in the game for the last couple minutes. Is that just for 3-point shooting reasons? Or?
Yeah, that'd be an interesting question, just why he's not been out there, because even if you're taking threes and missing, he'd be a guy who gets you offensive rebounds and putbacks. So I'm not sure why.
Abu with the and one, that's going to put this game away.
That was a very tough catch and finish with all the traffic around him. As we see on the replay, 2 guys right there able to go up and make it through the contact. And now we'll see if we can convert the free throw here.
Ross Shep looks like they've put the icing on the cake in this one. They should move on to play at 12:30 tomorrow against the winner of Edmonton Christian and Bishop Grandin, which is the game coming up right after this.
That'll be an interesting game. Bishop Grandin, a decent team in Calgary in Division 1 there, and then Edmonton Christian beat Ross Shep in the final last year of Totem Hoop. So Shep would be looking to get some revenge if they did meet in the semis.
Would be an interesting matchup for sure. In the other pool, you've got McGrath, Aiden Bowman, Lindsay Thurber, and the always strong O'Leary Spartans. So I think if the right teams win here, we could see some serious matchups here for Shep.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I saw O'Leary play last week, and they're definitely one of the stronger teams in Edmonton, probably in the province, as I believe they won the St. FX tournament. So it could be interesting, but it's also a tough shot there by Hassan Bar. Probably not the one the coach is looking for there.
No, for sure not. He hasn't been in this game too much. Maybe can't get a rhythm going, but it should be. Anything that happens here now should be too little, too late for the Paul Kane Blues. They were dominated in the first half. In the second half, they made it a game again. It had us kind of questioning what was going to happen. And you know what? If you're Paul Kane, you can call it a little bit of a success, right?
Yeah, you're definitely able to make some adjustments and play better in the second half. So I'm sure they're looking to get better and kind of build on what they've been doing the last few years. I think they won Div 2 championship last year. They were in the final for sure. I think they won Div 2, so they'd probably be looking to build on that from last year.
Phelan Baker is going to make the second. There's 40 seconds left in this game. Shep at this point, mostly just probably looking to practice some of their offensive sets as the ball goes off the face of Nathan Rube. That's a tough end of the game for him. He hasn't seen the floor much. He comes in and...
Yeah, a bit of a tough break. I think the pass was deflected by the Paul Kane defender there and then came right up into his face.
3.5 seconds separate shot clock and game clock right now as this thing gets wound right down. Rigardo loses it. A dive from Luell and a 3 for Baker. That hasn't represented how he's played in the second half. But now, 3 seconds left in the game. Ross Shep can just dribble it out. They will move on to the semifinals with a final score of 75-60. Tomorrow they will play the winner of Edmonton Christian and Bishop Grandin.
Yeah, good game overall. A little bit back and forth. Saw some ups and downs. Potentially some highlight reel plays, but good hustle by both teams. Worked hard throughout the game.
All right, so thank you so much, everybody. We've seen a good game here, 2 good games today. Ross Shep loses the first, but the men's team avenges the women's loss in the first game. They'll take this one 75-60. Thank you, everyone, for taking in this ICU Video Productions Procast of the 27th Annual Totem Hoop Classic.